Bawo, como tu tá? What is good, my people? Today we are going to be listening to one of the most emotional Linkin Park songs to ever exist, in my opinion. Full disclosure, I've heard the song before, many times actually, but it appeared in my recommended, and I figured, why not react to it, right? But while you guys are taking the guesses and to try to figure out what the song is before we get into this video, do me a favor, hit that like button, and if you are new here, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. Any requests, let me know down in those comments below. Without further ado, let's get into it, my people. Dollar. I want to know how many people got it right in the comments below. Let me know, just based off of this intro.
Should have stayed, were the signs I ignored. Can I help you not to hurt anymore?
Wow.
We saw brilliance when the world was asleep. There are things that we can have but can't keep. If they say, who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do.
As you guys can most likely tell, this is One More Light. Um, when this song came out, I was pretty young, and I never really understood the depth of this song per se. I always thought it was just like a nice, cool song. I'm sorry, not a nice, cool song. I never thought it was a nice, cool song, but I thought it was a nice song with a nice melody and with the message about someone who loved very much that's no longer with us. But however, as I listened to the song, as I got older, I'm sort of realizing it's not just about that. It's about like the shockwaves, right? You know, that person leaves behind based off the decision that they make. And you'll understand why once we get more into the song. But Yeah, man, this song is just like, it's heavy, man. But it's heavy in an eye-opening way. It's heavy in a way that you need to hear this type of song. Like, it's uncomfortable, and you need to sort of face that, because like, you may have somebody, or you might be this person the song is about. But for those like myself that you have somebody, or have somebody that was going through this, and um it sort of changes like you as a person, right? Not only does it change them, but it changes you. And fortunately, my situation, with my my person didn't end up as bad as it could have been. But like, yeah, man, like I said, it just changes you, man.
Well, I do. The reminders pull the floor from your feet. In the kitchen, one
That's
more
what I mean.
chair than you need. Oh.
And I hate to, because this one I'm song we shouldn't really be pausing, right? But however, like, this is a reaction, so I do need to kind of analyze what we're listening to, because I am a music reaction channel, but also too I give commentary, analysis, breakdowns, and words of wisdom, right? At times, but in the kitchen, one more chair than you need. Like, you realize that when this situation happens to you as a party who is unlooking, right? No matter what you do, you can set the stage, right? The best conditions for said person. However, if they do not want to do the things that they need, and I know that may sound a little bit harsh, but like at the end of the day, like you can't force someone to do something that they don't want to do, right? You can delay the inevitable by like um putting them in situations and making them think and whatnot, but they truly have to take the reins, right? Take the wheel of the car and drive it. You can't drive the car for them, not in this case, right? And you when something like this happens, and I can't even say the word on YouTube because of just the way the algorithm works, right? Something like this happens, like you tend to notice that person missing in like the most like mundane ways, right? It doesn't come in like this like epiphany, right? It comes in a way of like our favorite restaurant that we all used to eat at, right? You walk by a park where you guys used to, play tag, manhunt, all of those things, right? And as you walk by, like it hits you, like it's like the normal stuff is when it hits you, and all that stuff like builds up over time. Yeah, man, this is one of them songs, man. But one of the things I noticed about this song, again, as I got older, was that I felt as though there are many songs where Linkin Park, Chester, is speaking about um, himself and his situation, where I feel as though this is one of the very few rare occasions where he's talking directly to us, right? Um, a lot of songs we're able to relate to what he's talking about, so that's why we're able to think that he's really, talking to us directly, but it's more so indirectly, right? But again, like I said, this is one of the ones where he's listen to how he's singing this, and like, who cares? I do. He's like letting you know that I care, right? There's a million stars in the sky, and they flicker and flicker, right? But you are important to me in the sea of stars, right? Although some people may, go on the next day, but like your impact leaves shockwaves, and he's saying that I literally care, man. Let me run it back some more.
The reminders pull the floor from your feet. In the kitchen, one more chair than you need. Oh, and you're angry, and you should be.
Talking to us.
It's not fair. Just 'cause you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. If they
Purpose, will.
say, who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares when
Man, this
someone's
song,
time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do.
my people, and I never got this chorus really, and again, until I was older, man. And a million stars in the sky, they flicker, right? um I always thought he was speaking in the sense of like, yeah, things happen, you know what I mean? Like, your star, the brightest stars, brightest lights, burn out fast. So you have to enjoy the time that you have on this earth, right? Because every moment matters. But as I got older, I realized that that's really not what he was saying. Well, I mean, it's one way to interpret it, but it was more so saying that because our time is just so finite, the the little things, the unimportant things truly matter, because like we have to utilize our time wisely, because like we're only here for a moment. Stars shine bright, they flicker, and then they unfortunately no longer shine. Be very careful about how I say things and how I phrase things because of the subject matter of the song, and the algorithm and the way that works. You guys watch YouTube videos, so you guys already know how it works. So you try to, if you use your imagination to I'm pretty sure you guys already know what I'm saying. So there's no need to use your imagination, right? Yeah, man, it's just so crazy how just time and experience can just change your outlook on a song, right? On life, right? It's wild.
Who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. Well, I do.
My people, man, this one is a heavy one, I know. However, if you can take away like one thing from the song, caring about one person matters, right? Because you can literally change someone's entire trajectory of their entire existence just by you entering their life. And that's where I'm gonna leave today's video. I want to know your guys' thoughts about this one in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.